All right. Thank you, Megan. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Tuesday at 10. I'm Jean Ann Cannon, the director at Doombrook. And we have Lisa Scheller here, our program director for development. Megan, thank you. And of course, we have our lovely guests. We have Nina Salyer, and we also have Deb Bremer from First United Methodist Church, who are just two very special ladies. And they do wonderful work, not only with their church for years and years and years, 40 years, but they also are extremely passionate about the topic of child abuse prevention. And it is women and spirits like Deb and Nina that really empower us to do what we do. Because if it weren't for people like Nina and Deb that support us, we really could not do what we do in a lot of ways, not only educationally about child abuse prevention, but all kinds of support that they give us. So thank you for being here. We'll do a little talk and then we'll get you on the set here. Yes. But very briefly, Doombrook does child abuse prevention and intervention. Our Healthy Families program goes into the homes and teaches expectant moms and new moms and dads how to parent, and all the, getting them set up with a physician, with a doctor, developmental stages. They do assessments to see if there's any mental health or any problems in the family that they need to address. Free program. You get a free pack and play just for the assessment. So please call us if you're expecting or know someone who's expecting or just had a baby. It's a wonderful program. And we do it virtually. So during the time of COVID, we're not going into the homes yet, but we do it virtually. The other program is public education, body safety, where we empower children to take care of their bodies. And we also have a new parent and family education program where you can come and take a class, 12 sessions, about 12 weeks in a row, to learn how to parent and all the activities that come with family management. So with that being said, in addition to our Child Advocacy Center, where we collaborate with Department of Child Services, and we actually interview here suspected cases of child abuse. So we interview the child, and that's a wonderful program, and we work with Department of Child Services. Last year we did 420 interviews here of suspected cases. So if you wonder whether child abuse is a problem, it is. The exciting part is that you can do something about it. Mm-hmm. And we're going to talk today. We have our shirts, Lisa and I, and Deb and Nina have their shirts on. April is Child Abuse Prevention Month, so we really gear up and get excited about being able to spread the word about child abuse and what you can do to prevent it. So with that, Lisa, I'm going to turn it over to you. Lisa does development, which helps educate the public and everyone about what we do and how they can help. So tell us what's happening, Miss Lisa.
Well, good morning. And yes, Jean Ann had mentioned Child Abuse Awareness Month is April. And so that's just right around the corner on Thursday, April 1st. Hard to believe that, we've already 3 months into the year, and we've got great things happening here at Doombrook, as Jean Ann has mentioned, that not only are our 3 programs that we've had in the past been going strong, but we've added our parent and family program. So we definitely know that our programs here at Doombrook are a need. So as we move into April is Child Abuse Awareness, and our theme is Children Are Locally Growing. And so these are our new t-shirts that we got, and they are for sale. So if anybody's interested in purchasing any, just let us know here at Doombrook. Call in, and we have some different sizes available. But April 1st is Wear Blue Day, so you're going to want to make sure that on April 1st, in recognition of child abuse, is that you wear your blue shirts. And also the pinwheel here, as you can see, we have on our table these different pinwheels, and we have them outside Doombrook, and you'll be seeing them around the communities here in LaPorte County and Porter County. And this is a symbol of child abuse awareness. So it's letting people know that we want to bring awareness to this, and that if you see something, say something, that we're here to help educate the community on what that is, and not to be ashamed of that's what's happening, but again, is to help that to break the cycle of child abuse. And for the month of April, we have some awesome give backs and awesome participation from different businesses, such as Al's is doing a give back, register give back starting next Tuesday for a week. And then we have Cableland Ace that's going to be doing a register give back. So you'll be seeing these at the different Michigan City and LaPorte. You'll see the pinwheels and the banners and everything. We also have Leeds Public House downtown Michigan City across from the library, who's doing a drink special give back. 50% of each of those drinks will be given back to Doombrook, and the drink is called the Dragon Fruit Cooler. Ooh. And I was thinking what a great spring drink that is, so right. You're interested in helping support Doombrook, you can do those 3 different things. Also, South Bend Chocolate Cafe in the Outlet Mall, Michigan City Outlet Mall, they are doing a give back starting next week, Monday through Friday as well, so stop in and visit them. And we're going to be doing an online auction, and all these events can be seen on our website. So you just go to thedoombrook.org, press the events, April events, and the calendar will be right up there, so you can have that to refer to. So as we've mentioned, if you're interested in helping support Doombrook and you're wondering how, you can go to our website, and there's a donate button. That just push the button, it will take you to a landing page, and if you want to donate $5, $10, $50, $100, $500, whatever you feel that you would like to give, you just go on there, and it's easy peasy. Or you can text Doombrook to 71777, and it's up there on the screen there, and it will take you again to that landing page. So we know people have their phones and they're checking that out. So again, not only do we have the support of the First United Methodist Church, so we're so happy to have here kicking us off to these events, but we also want to thank our garden sponsors who have already committed to helping Doombrook. That's Centier Bank, South Bend Chocolate Cafe, Horizon Bank, General Insurance Services, LaPorte High School, the McGibbon family, and American Legion Riders and the auxiliary group. So, we've got some great support happening. If you want to get involved and you want to know how, just again, give us a call here at Doombrook. Be happy to talk to you about that. And we're excited about a great month.
Oh, wonderful, Lisa. Thank you so much. And yes, our families, our clients are doing well, but we always have new clients that need lots of support. So anything that you can donate is so appreciated. Lisa, thanks for all of your work, and thank you for just really organizing, Lisa and her team organizing a wonderful grouping of events for April.
Yeah, and I just want to
one more
thing, and we did not mention this in here, but we also have a depot where we do have diapers and wipes and essentials that parents will earn points to during their home visits that they can cash in at the depot. And so we're always looking for donations for the diapers and the wipes and the lotions and maybe some summer activities. And Centier Bank will have drop boxes at their centers. So if anybody's interested during the month of April and they pick up some diapers or what have you, and you want to just drop it, Centier Banks are doing that. So
Centier Bank, thank you, Centier Bank. So if you're out and about, buy an extra thing of some baby materials.
There's different ways to give. Yep, by picking up an item or two, or just by donating. So
great.
Thank you.
Thanks, Lisa.
Yes.
So without further ado, we'll have Nina and Debbie join us here. So excited to have them. It's so nice now that we're getting back in the groove with being vaccinated that we can sit at a table together and join them both and talk a little bit about how exciting it is to see you, number one, and number two, to let us know what's happening. So welcome. We're so glad you're here.
Thank you. Thank you, Jeannie. Thanks for having us.
Yeah. So why don't you first start off by telling us a little bit about yourselves?
Oh, okay. I'm Nina Salyer, and I have worked in mental health for 42 years altogether. And I probably learned more than my last 4 or 5 years than I had all the other times. I worked at a state mental health.
Okay.
And there we provided recreation. And I didn't really get to know histories very well because our main job was just to to provide recreation activities
Okay.
in large groups usually.
Nice.
So, but the last 4 years I worked at Kingwood,
Okay.
and I was there 4 years. I was there just to fill in for a girl that was pregnant and had her baby, and they let her go and they kept me. I didn't know what they were doing. But anyhow, I worked there 4 years, and I found out that the majority of the people there had been abused in some way, you know, and for some people that don't know, there's 5 different abuses that affect people's personalities and affect their lives, you know,
Right.
like somebody cutting another person down. That's a form of a psychological
Sure,
abuse.
emotional abuse, uh-huh.
Of course, sexual abuse is always a big one and probably the most terrible one.
Uh-huh.
And physical abuse where they're hit, you know,
Right.
and that type of thing. So these are things that I really learned about at Kingwood.
Yes.
And we had some good doctors, and I was on one of the teams there, but I was still providing both core programs, which meant large groups, and also the referrals. So I had several referrals that I worked with
Wonderful.
at that time.
So working at Kingwood gave you a really good understanding of the impact and the negativity and the prolonged negativity of
Yes.
abuse.
Yes, an example of parents. They finally got out that they were putting a little girl in a closet,
Yeah.
and that's where she spent the whole day and night. She
Right.
just slept on a pad in the closet, and that's where she spent. You know, well, think of what that did to that child.
Sure.
You know, so
Sure.
anyhow, I just kind of wanted to tell you about my inspiration.
Yes.
We had a nurse from the hospital. She was an RN, and there's only two nurses in the county that I know of, if that's still the same way. But anyhow, their job was to interview the patient,
Yes.
a child.
Uh-huh.
And so anyhow, she asked for help, and I just raised my hand and said, "I'll help."
Uh-huh.
I didn't even think about it. I really feel that God directed me. I feel this way very strongly, and I've told Debbie that I feel that way. You know that.
She was like, "That was me. I
Wow.
did that."
Yeah, right. So then, do you want to hear more of that
Yes,
from
sure,
me?
sure,
Yeah.
sure.
So then I went and I asked people to volunteer to be on my committee.
Uh-huh.
And I prayed a lot. Every night I think I prayed about this, that it would be something that would benefit people. And so we set a goal of educating people about child abuse.
Wonderful.
And we had 2 goals: education and to tell them the results of what abuse does.
Yeah. Oh.
Abuse does to the children.
Uh-huh.
And so the committee came up with the ideas, much more than I did. Sometimes I would, but I had several good committees, and that's what we did. And our first thing was to have breakfast meetings. I'm going to call them meetings.
Sure.
They're breakfast meetings, and I invited speakers from the community that were involved in mental health of
Yes.
some way. Also the sheriff, the nurse that had come and talked to our group.
So a lot of different people involved in
Right.
the abuse.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
and politicians.
Nice.
It's good to always have them on the
Sure,
time when they're
sure.
running for an office.
Right, right.
Yeah. So anyhow, I think I had 6 speakers the first meeting. We had 3 meetings like that, breakfast meetings. But we did involve a lot of people because people made breakfast breads and things to serve for our
Sure.
breakfasts, and
Sure.
we always had somebody bringing fruits and
Right.
and coffee. And the sheriff had said, well, he would come if we'd furnish him a donut. So we had to have a package of donuts there for him. But anyhow, then we had 3 of those that type of meeting. And then I'm not for sure if it was at that last meeting that we had. Well, the last meeting I wanted to tell you this. I had the doctor from here in Michigan City. I had worked with him at Kingwood, and I just thought he was a wonderful doctor. And I asked him to come, and he talked to us, and I told him, I said, well, you know, I think probably 95% of the ladies had been abused in some way. And he said, no, Mrs. Salyer, it was 100%.
Wow.
When we worked there, it was 100%.
Right.
And
So
that's
really,
sad.
your point is that abuse is so prevalent, people
Right.
don't realize it,
Right, yeah.
and it leads to mental health issues.
Right.
And you saw that really firsthand.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a wonderful experience,
Uh-huh.
Nina. And it makes sense of why you're so committed to trying to educate and break
Right.
the chain of abuse.
Right. All right.
That's a beautiful story. Thank you.
Well, do you want me to go on or?
Sure. What
Okay.
else do you have there?
Well, I got to tell you, this wonderful lady sitting beside me here. You know, I was getting about 82 years old, and I decided that, you know, I just couldn't handle it anymore because it is a lot of work.
Sure.
And so I asked her if she would take over for me and run the show.
Well, at one of her forum meetings, her breakfast meetings, she came to me because we didn't really know each other that well. We would see each other at church, and she said, do you think you could volunteer to work at the registration desk? And I'm like, sure, I can do that. And then that's where it all started.
Yes.
That was the beginning.
That's when she rung you in, right?
But see, I could see that she was the best one there.
Aw, Deb is a wonderful person.
Yes, yes.
Well, that's great.
Right. Yeah, she was really, and she's that way in everything, though. She just,
Very
she's a
organized.
very wonderful worker, wonderful person.
Yeah.
Thank you, Nina.
So anyhow, then we started out with the glow walk.
Okay.
It's been changed because you know what? We bought 100 glow
Glow
sticks, and then we found out they didn't show up in the light.
Oh,
our
right.
walk.
Oh, that's funny. So Nina, these are all your activities with your church on doing
Yes.
child abuse prevention. So you and Deb were with First United Methodist, and you've been doing all these activities for years and years and years.
Right.
Okay.
Yes.
Great.
So this is our 11th year.
11th year.
Well, counting her meetings and our 9th year for our walk.
Okay.
Yes.
So the 9th year. So for 9 years, First United Methodist is doing an April event walk for child abuse prevention.
Right. And everybody is welcome to come and walk with us. It's a wonderful time, and Debbie has that all planned and
Yeah.
everything. Do you want to talk about
Yeah,
that?
Deb, thank you, Nina. Deb, why don't you talk a little bit about yourself and how you
Okay.
got involved with Nina reeling you in?
Well, I don't have the background that she has working in mental health, but I was married 40 years, Debbie Bremer. I live in LaPorte County, and I was a stay-at-home mom, so I had a lot of opportunities to volunteer. And so I started volunteering at grade school with teachers, and I just love children. I found out I just really love to work with children, and I got PTA, and then I was a volunteer reading tutor at the Michigan City Library in their literacy program for about 5 years, and I worked with middle schoolers, which I thought, oh, I don't know how to work with middle schoolers, but I loved it, and it was I still think about the children that I worked with. So I've been at the church for 15 years, certainly not as long as Nina, but when she approached me, to help with the registration of the meetings, and then it just sort of evolved, and she and someone else had the idea for the walk. So I said, sure, I'll help. And so it's just turned into a really great program, and even though it's affiliated with our church, like we're the sponsors, it's not a church event. It's a community event.
Okay.
And we want people to know that because we really do have people from all walks of the community walking with us. So, it's not just a church event. We really want to involve a lot of people. And that has been happening. So It's going to be April 20th at 5:30. It's a Tuesday, and we meet at our church, which is at 1225 Michigan Avenue. But we're on the corner of Michigan Avenue and Alexander.
Okay.
And it's a great big Gothic
Yeah.
stone building that's, you asked about the history.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been there. And I really didn't know a lot about the history of our church because we've been in that spot since 1927, but
Wow.
moved from 3 different churches to that spot. But I was thinking, I like to think more about what the future is not so much the history. And it's interesting because our pastor, Bob Vale, had a sermon last week, and he's been concentrating on like what's going to happen in the future of the church or all the churches. And he talked about, what if our church wasn't here anymore? It takes up about 3 acres of land. What if somebody just said, what happened to that church that was here? It's just a grassy lot now. What would people remember about us as a church? Like, what did we do in the community that was an outreach to help people?
Wow.
And that's really what's important, is what you're doing to outreach to the community. And Nina and he brought up our Prevent Child Abuse and how important he feels that is in the community. And he's very supportive of it, and so are other organizations in the church, because it really, like Nina says, it takes a lot of people to make it happen, when you're planning something. And we've had great support, and we've had great community support. So, we really think, just the more people you can bring in, the better.
Well, Deb, that is wonderful. So let's say that one more time. So April is Child Abuse Prevention Month. And First United Methodist Church is doing a walk, and the walk starts at the church. It is free. It is open to the public. You do a beautiful job with signs and pinwheels, and so it starts at 5:30. You meet outside, rain or shine, we go. And we walk down how many blocks to the courthouse?
Oh, I'm not quite sure. We walk down Indiana Avenue. We divide into 2 groups so that we get a lot of exposure, carrying our signs and pinwheels. And we always have a lot of children. They come, they have wagons. It's just, it's a family event,
Right.
And we want to encourage that. It's a family-friendly event. And then we get to the courthouse maybe in 15 minutes. We gather as a big group there on the southwest corner of the courthouse. And right at 5:30, 5:45, it's very busy traffic time.
Yeah, it is.
And that's on purpose, because you get a lot of exposure and you get a lot of people that honk their horns, and they're just
waving.
they're for you. They really want to know that they support, child abuse prevention. And so we have 3 speakers. The mayor will start us off. He always does that, and he'll do a proclamation of child abuse and proclaim LaPorte County Child Abuse Prevention Month of April. So, and then we'll have 3 speakers. Jean Ann Cannon is going to be one of our speakers, and Karen Bernacki from Family Advocates. And this year we have a new speaker, and I'm really excited to hear him. It's juvenile magistrate, Jonathan Forker. So I'm really looking forward to having him there. And then as we proceed back to the church, we offer a light meal. Everyone's welcome there, with great homemade desserts afterwards.
Oh my God, you're being modest. First of all,
Mostly
the meal.
Mostly pies.
Oh my gosh, the meal is fabulous. The pies are to die for. I mean, it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. It really is. It's just what you're saying, is that anyone in the community, it's all children and fun, walk to the courthouse, have a little speech, walk back to this beautiful gathering in the basement of the church.
And everyone is welcome. And with COVID, we're not sure how many people will feel comfortable, but everyone is welcome. This will be one really of our first events that we've done. And so we're really excited to get back into doing this again.
Wonderful, wonderful. Yes.
I'm gonna talk
Okay,
a little
your
bit
turn.
They know I'm a talker. Well, I wanted to tell you that one day this lady came to me, and she had this handful of money, and she said it was $2,000, and that was a lot of money to me.
Sure.
And she said, use it wisely. And I can never tell her name, and I'll never tell her name because that's what she wanted.
Yeah.
But with that, I went home and I thought and I thought and I thought, what could we do? What could we do for $2,000? Right. And I thought about the 4th of July parade and having a float for the parade. So I right away contacted one of the JCs, JCs, and talked to her because they were kind of in charge of the parade. Yeah. So I talked to her, got a lot of information from her, and found out that we could use one of their wagons for a float, which we still have. But you know, we talked about hearing the people, you know, honk the horns and cheer for us. Well, on the parade route, that's what you hear, a lot of cheering. And they told me that over 40,000 people, they measure that every year, see that parade. Wow. Over 40,000 people just being there.
Sure.
And so that's a lot of exposure, you know, which we hope to, I guess, do again this year. We don't know.
We shall see.
Right.
But I just wanted to add a little thing, Nina, about the parade. Also, you see people's faces.
Yeah.
It's not all happy, kind of.
Yes.
You know, because you see that those people probably, you know, it's prevent child abuse, but, you know, it's a sad thing.
It is a sad thing, but I have to say, Deb, and I know it's hard sometimes, and when we tell people what we do or our passion, they kind of go, ugh.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But the exciting thing is by what you do, by educating so beautifully as you do, you get people thinking. And then how do we break that chain? So if you're in a family, there's abuse going on, they know there's help out there. So, gosh, thank you.
That's my favorite sign that I always carry is break the cycle.
Yes.
And I think it was our last parade. We were walking. I was one of the walkers. I wasn't riding. And the lady ran up to us and she says, thank you, thank you. She says, I'm a survivor.
Yeah.
Right. And that means everything to her.
And
yes,
after
Nina.
the parade, maybe 2 or 3 days, I don't remember, but somebody told me about, you know, you're doing good because there was a little girl being beaten by her mother in Walmart. And a group of people just surrounded that little girl, and somebody ran and called the police.
Isn't that wonderful?
So, you know, that shows that people are aware and know that, you know, there's help there for that child.
And not only help, Nina, but we use the term the innocent bystander.
Oh, yes.
You know, we are innocent bystanders to abuse, and it's important for us to say something when we see something. And we talked about that yesterday with John Lake, our prosecuting attorney, that all too often people see something but they don't say anything. Right. And you don't have to diagnose, you don't have to know exactly what's going on, but just like your story in Walmart, they took action to help that little girl.
Right.
So as you all have taken an action for a lifetime, and honestly, Nina, so beautiful to hear your story about where your passion comes from. I had never heard that before, but it makes sense that you are so all about it, and you have the energy of a 20-year-old on this. You do, Nina. You amaze me every time, every year.
You know, I'll tell you something else. I never thought of a child being abused. Yeah. I had very loving, caring parents, and I never, until I worked at Kingwood. Sure. I just thought, you know, it was just women, adults, or somebody would be, get abused.
Children.
But I didn't ever think that a child would be abused. You know.
Well, as we talked, Doombrook's Child Advocacy Center had 420 interviews just last year, and that is the tip of the iceberg. I mean, that's only what we know about. Mm-hmm. So yes, it happens. Yes, it's preventable. But yes, we have to talk about it and take that social stigma away from it and just say it's a fact.
Right.
It's a problem, and we need to break the chain, Deb, as you said. So thank you, ladies.
I want to tell you a couple more things if I have time.
Sure.
Okay. One thing is that there is a legislative group, I was going to write that down and I forgot to, that meet in Indianapolis, and there is, you know, anybody can go to it. It's open.
Okay.
It's open. but I met a lady that was on a committee in Washington, D.C.
Yes.
And every once in a while I see her
Oh,
on television.
wow. That's
Yeah,
exciting.
and she told me, she said, I want you to look me up if you ever come to Washington, D.C.
Oh,
I don't
nice.
remember her name.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
and I gave everything I had to Debbie, and
Yeah.
I don't have anything left. But anyhow, I do see her every once in a while. But, there is so much education out there. All you have to do is just ask for it, and you'll get it.
Yeah.
And they do have a
hotline?
yeah,
Yes.
they have on yes,
Yep,
Facebook.
yep,
They
yep.
have the prevention of child abuse.
Yes.
Yes, there
Yep,
is
it's on the
something.
back of our shirts, actually.
Right.
The hotline is on the back of our shirts.
Oh, good.
Yeah. So you bring up again, Nina, a very good point, which is it's very hard for people to reach out for help because they're ashamed, they're guilty, they're scared, a lot of feelings. But if you can get that courage to reach out, there's so much help out there.
Yes,
Yeah.
there is.
Immediate help from a hotline or long-term help as far as counseling or church support or whatever kind of support works for you. So your point is to reach out. And,
Reach out.
Yeah.
Reach out.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Nina. And Deb, you two are just a dynamic duo, the two of you. You're so sweet and yet you're so passionate and you work hard. It's a big event that you put on. And it's a lot of stuff. So Doombrook really wants to say thank you very much for all that
Well,
you
you're
do.
welcome, and
Can I say
thank
one
you.
more thing? I keep
Yes.
thinking of these things.
Yes, yes.
After I got the $2,000,
Yes.
I went to the minister. I left the $2,000 at home that day. But anyhow, I went to the minister and I asked him about having a float in the 4th of July parade, and I told him there'd be about 40,000. He said, Nina, I'm with you 100%. And he really was
Yeah.
with the sun. He even built the float.
Yeah, wow.
But anyhow, he said, but you won't get the help.
Oh,
You won't get the help. And you know what? We had that first parade, we had close to 100 people involved in.
yay!
Yeah.
How can you say no to Nina?
It's pretty hard.
She reels just like she's the reeler. Right.
But anyhow, I just
Yay.
wanted to tell you, don't ever be afraid of doing it because you can get people. We were talking about that coming over. People are anxious to help.
They are, especially in this time.
Yes, they're anxious to help.
Yeah.
If you just
Just ask.
ask. That's right. That's all you have to do is ask.
Right.
I think I won't talk anymore though.
No, oh, Nina, it's beautiful hearing your stories. We want to thank you both so much for coming today. We're so excited about the April 20th event, 5:30. Just show up at yes, Nina, take it
One
away.
more thing.
Sure.
Guess where we came to find out information?
Where?
We came to Doombrook.
Oh, there you go! Yay! Well,
Yes, we did. We got a tour, and
Yeah.
I think that we spent most of the morning here.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, again, that passion, 33 years Doombrook's been in existence, is the same kind of passion you had. Our forefathers and mothers who started Doombrook saw what you saw. That abuse is prevalent, it's terrible, and we can do something about it. That's the great part. We can do something about it.
Right.
So, again, thank you for joining us today. Lisa, thank you. Megan, thank you. We're so excited about April 20th, 5:30 at the United Methodist Church in
LaPorte.
LaPorte. So don't forget it. It's at the corner of Michigan Avenue and
Alexander,
and it's a beautiful, beautiful event just to see the excitement and passion. So with that, we're going to say thank you for joining us, and we always leave you by saying be kind to yourselves. It's been a difficult year. Whatever kindness means, be good to yourself and take care of yourself and take care of others, especially when you're out and about. Be patient with people and have a great day, and we will see you next week. Thank you so much.